Gonna start as Wingnuts. We are in Cancun, Mexico, and resting. It was a long day yesterday. So our flight was delayed by 2 hours, which isn't that big a deal, but you have to be 3 hours early to the airport before your flight. So we sat at that airport for like 5 hours, which my back was not happy about. And then the flight itself was 2 hours and 15 minutes, or about 2.5 hours, something like that. And then when we got into the airport, we went through immigration very quickly. In Cancun, apparently they're not using the FMM anymore, even though you will still fill it out on the airplane right now, which we did. But she didn't even look at the FMM. She stamped our passport, gave us 180 days, and waved us along our way. It was very quick. When we got to the window, it took like a minute and a half. And then you go down and get your luggage, which took a little longer than I would have liked because, And of course, our one suitcase was the last. We had 3 suitcases, but one suitcase was the very last one to come out. So that took a little longer. And then you go through customs. They were so nice. Usually, you would think that customs people don't have a lot of sense of humor or aren't very nice, but these guys were so nice. Only one of them spoke English, and he was joking with me the whole time. But they were just really nice guys. And they went through every single bag, which was fine, just to make sure that we didn't have more than we were supposed to or whatever. And we were good. We put everything back away, and on our way we went. It took maybe 10-15 minutes through customs. On the way out of the airport, I stopped at the bank and I traded in the cash that I had and turned it into pesos. And then further out, there were booths for the taxis. So we stopped at one of the booths and we ordered a taxi and paid for it right there. And then he told us where to go out and pick it up. And so as we were going out, we stopped at another booth for one of the resorts down in the beach area that was selling very, very, very inexpensive day passes to try and entice people to come to their resort. So we bought them. And we're hoping that it's all legit, but we bought these $25 day passes, which are normally like $180, I guess. And tomorrow, we are going to Moon Palace, which if I can find a picture online, I'll put here, to spend the day. So then the cab ride was an hour getting to the Airbnb, and the traffic was insane. I kind of wish I had taken some video of it. Now I didn't think of it. Maybe tomorrow I'll manage to get a little bit of video of the traffic, because it's a little crazy. And they drive a little crazy. But our cab driver was so good. By the time we got here, we were exhausted. But we were also hungry. So we came in, we set everything down, we went back out and went to a little local pub. John says it was a biker bar. It was cute though, and it was not terribly expensive. The food was really good. And so we ate there last night. And then today, we needed to get some clothes done because he has to have his nice outfit for going to this classy place tomorrow. They're going to let us have a locker and all of that so that we can change and go swimming and use their pool and all of that stuff. But in the evening for dinner, we have to dress nicely. So we went and got his nice outfit washed along with some other things that we needed washed. So here, when you go to a lavanderia, which is the laundromat, you take your clothes in and they tell you how much it's going to cost to do them, and you pay them, and then you pick them up later, which we're doing at 6 o'clock tonight. After we dropped the clothes off, right next door was a cute little, I don't know, like I would call it maybe kind of fast food / restaurant. Really good food, very inexpensive. We spent 80 pesos on 2 meals and a couple of drinks, which is super, super cheap. It was like $5. And then we came back, and on the way back we stopped at a park and we took some pictures, and this really nice local lady stopped and asked if she could take pictures of both of us with our phones so that we would have them. even though she only was saying it in Spanish, John kind of understood, and he handed her the phone, and he came and stood with me, and she took like 7 or 8 pictures, and they came out really nice. And then we came home, and we went and took a dip in the pool, and then we came into the room and rested for a while, and then we went to a little restaurant around the corner, which is also a hostel, and we had some nachos and some drinks, and we came back to sit a little longer, and then we're going to pick up the laundry and have some dinner in just a little while. Tomorrow we'll be going to Moon Palace, and then Friday I have plans to go to Parque de las Palapas, which is where they set up all of the food vendors, so that we can show you all of that. We're going to be putting a lot of this on the Ko-fi. Now, we've done the walkthrough for the Airbnb, so we're going to put that on the Ko-fi. It is a small room, but it is a nice little room. And we'll be putting a lot of Parque de las Palapas on the Ko-fi, and probably a lot of Moon Palace over there too. But we will share a little bit of that here. All right, well, that's it for today. See you tomorrow.